I came here in 1976, September 1976. I got problem with few fighters, but I never have a fighter come to me and tell me, fuck you, you know, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. So, you know, I'm lucky with that. You know? I do what I want, and I want the fighter to do what I want, not the fighter to tell me to do what they want. I don't do that, like a lot of trainers. In 1998, came to me a good possibility of buying the legendary Johnny Tacos boxing gym. And I bought it because it was real cheap.
A couple of my friends, they came to me and they asked me, Robert, we just met a trainer and actually he wanted us to come and train with him. Then I said, what is it about? And they said boxing. So I actually told them, look, actually I don't want to box because I'm scared, I don't want to be hard. Then they said, okay, but just come and watch and take a look and see how it is.
Yeah, you put all my fighters together, they all fight the same way. But they're doing good, they win a fight. So, you know, Leila Makara, she's a 6-time world champion. And they're training the same way, you know. So, I guess work, you know, so we keep doing what works. And we stop doing what doesn't work.
And I ended up beating a guy that was actually very, very talented and an Olympian by name Moses Malago. I beat him and I took his spot, you know, for the Commonwealth Games, 1994 Commonwealth Games, and that was how I made the team. And that was how I started my my amateur boxing career. At the All-African Games, you know, I had some problems. You know, after my semi-final fight, which I won quite well, you know. But at the end of the fight, you know, they came and they took some urine samples, and actually the urine sample ended up coming out positive. And you know, I was like surprised because when they told me about that, I never took anything, but they said I was positive. Then I decided, man, I can't wait 4 years, you know, before starting my amateur career. So I decided to turn professional in South Africa at the year 2000. So that was how I started.
If I couldn't make a stupid mistake doing my boxing career and get hit a lot, I guarantee you that I won't be able to be here right now. I won't be able to be talking to you. You know, I'll be having a speech problem, walking problem, whatever, because that's come from the sport, you know, getting hit. Boxing is a sport where you get hit and hit somebody. That's all it is. You know, so you gotta be careful. You gotta be able to train right. And also you need to have the right trainer. You need to have somebody that teach you the right things. Because you get the wrong trainer, everything's gonna go wrong. And we're talking, you know, we're talking about your life. We're not talking about something's gonna come and go. We're talking about something that's happening, it's gonna be there for a long, long time. So we gotta have the right people around.
When I was an amateur, I was actually having a kind of misconception about professional boxing, because down there in Nigeria, the professional boxing wasn't that good. So I used to think that professional boxing is like just some bullshit sport. But when I started in South Africa, it was actually different, and I now saw actually it's actually very much more organized and much more advanced. So actually I fell in love with it. So because I had that misconception because we didn't have a good professional boxing in Nigeria, back in Nigeria. But I've been loving it so far, you know.
Robert doesn't work, he just boxes. But unfortunately, you know, we get a lot of calls for him. I get at least 1-2 calls a week for him to fight. So I get a lot of calls, so he can fight all the time. And he lives a good, simple life. And he's focused on the future. And one day he want to become a champion. I know he will, you know. Boxing is hard, you know, but it's like everything in life is hard. It's nothing is easy. If you want to make money, you got to work for it. You know, you got to go and earn your money, you know. So boxing is just like any other things, you know. And it's hard boxing because, you know, we got to train hard, we got to fight, we got to get hit and here and there, whatever. But if you love this thing, if you love the sport, you will notice those things. You know, those are minor things. You know.
Crispy punches, yeah. Quickness, you got to be alert, no? The eyes are got to be open and throw lots of punches. It also helps with the conditioning.
But he still have all the skill, the dedication, the skill, the discipline, everything. So I think that he's going to become a champion. No doubt about it, my man. You know, he got everything. You know, the speed, the power, you know, the discipline against, and dedication. And you have to love the sport. You have to love boxing. And he does that.